Why did Anakin Skywalker cross the road?
Why?
To get to the dark side. Hi, I'm Ryker S, and as a fan and lover of Star Wars, I'd personally like to try to convince some of you, if not all of you, to participate in Star Wars Day. This speech came at a perfect time for me, since according to your responses, few of you know about this wonderful celebration. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, okay, I might have fibbed. It was actually 38 years ago in Britain, Star Wars Day was born. Star Wars, however, first came out on May 25th, 1997, which is 40 years ago. Star Wars Day later came about 2 years later. May 4th, 1979, Margaret Thatcher won the election for Britain's first woman prime minister. As a celebration, a page in the paper said, "May the 4th be with you, Maggie, congratulations." According to StarWars.com, this is what sparked Star Wars Day. Star Wars is very important because of its cultural impact on us, as seen in the British elections, and also, it's a giant business boomer. Star Wars can be seen everywhere, from fashionable shoes and socks to funny t-shirts and punny mugs in the office. But my personal favorite is a very fashionable Sith Lord onesie for men. Star Wars also is a very, as mentioned earlier, a very big business venture. When Episode 7 of Star Wars came out, it broke a new record for the most money made in ticket sales. In 20 days, it sold over $760.5 million. According to the Business Insider, there are 10 countries that have an annual GPD less than that. So in only 20 days, Star Wars has more money than 10 different countries. Now, the problem with Star Wars Day is not a lot of people know about it. This problem isn't fatal, but it can be fixed. People not knowing about Star Wars Day usually derives from people not knowing about Star Wars. This day devoted to Star Wars, even if one doesn't like the movie, can also be used to celebrate their business success and their cultural impact. One day out of 300.25 days is only 0.27% of the year. According to my calculations, that isn't that much time that you can just devote to Star Wars. Even if you don't like it, don't worry, there's benefits. We'll get to that later. The solution to this problem is pretty simple. All you need to do is celebrate in Star Wars Day. I know that sounds redundant, but you don't have to be extreme. One of the extreme ways that people have recently started celebrating Star Wars is in Japan. They're making a 1.4 million Darth Vader mask replica. It takes 3 months to make and ship, but if you really like Star Wars that much, it'd be $1.4 million well spent. If you don't have $1.4 million but still want to go a little extreme, in Australia and the UK, a recent religion has been popping up, the Way of the Jedi. According to Fandango.com, this religion has popped up in 2001 and has been spreading ever since. Now, for those of you who don't like to be that extreme, there's some other fun ways to do this. Maybe you can just Google search Star Wars memes and hit that search button and images and have a nice day in class. Although I don't suggest you do it in class, but if you don't have anything else better, there's no reason not to. Some other more complex ways, or maybe you have a lightsaber fight with your best friend over the last M&M in the bag. Maybe you quote the movie sometimes, such as, "Do or do not, there is no try." And if you don't want to just quote Yoda, you can talk like him for the whole day. All you do is switch around your verbs and your nouns, and you got it good. One of the examples you might have to use throughout the day is "Clear the hallway, you freshmen should." Some other quotes is, "Luke, I am your father," but if you know it the correct way, it's "No, I am your father." Some other ways are watching a movie. People might think this is an extreme, but each movie is 2 hours long, and there's 8 movies so far if you count Episode 7 and Rogue One. 16 hours through a day is 2/3 of the day, which, if it's a school night, highly don't suggest doing that. But you can watch your 2 favorites and maybe save the rest for the weekend. Another one that anyone could do is just change your ringtone for the day. If you're worried about being judged or ridiculed, do know that the person calling you isn't nearby. That's why they're using a cell phone. Now, all these solutions come with benefits. One of the benefits is that people can use this day to hang out with friends. Hanging out with friends doesn't sound that big of a deal, but it actually covers one of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The third level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a sense of belonging. Hanging out with friends fulfills that need. The fourth need, which is a sense of accomplishment, can also be accomplished when someone accomplishes the fifth one, self-actualization. How, you may ask? Well, being creative. Being creative through Star Wars Day lets you know a little more about yourself, and if you think you look really cool, then you can obviously pull off that sense of accomplishment. Star Wars Day is an international holiday. Some might not actually see it as that, but it is celebrated as an international holiday. Spending the holiday with friends can reduce stress levels. This is great for us seniors since we're going to deal with finals, graduation, going to college, and other life matters. Even if you're not a senior and have to deal with going off to college, you still have to deal with finals. And if you're in sports, you have to deal with state for either golf, track, or BPA soon. I hope I convinced at least some of you crowd members to be participants in Star Wars Day tomorrow. Star Wars is a culturally larger-than-life icon for us today. Not only is it a world record holder, it also has a special place in my heart and hopefully yours. Until tomorrow, may the 4th be with you. Any questions?